Hola, hola, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing this look, and honestly it's more so just to kind of show you guys some new products that I've picked up, but also touch on some things that I bought that are just not sitting well with me. So if you guys want to see what I used and how I got this look, let's go. Let's just not even talk about it. Let's just pretend that I have been consistent and just enjoy the fact that you're getting a new video. Okay, so I already have makeup on, obvio, and I did a mix of Too Faced Born This Way matte in Praline and my Giorgio Armani 7.75 foundation. As you guys can tell, I am a little tan. My complexion, my face is not as tan as my body. So Praline is my summer shade. 7.75 is my usual shade. So I mixed both of them just to get the perfect mix. And the reason why I'm mixing is because this is too dry for me right now. My skin is so dry from my pregnancy that I need to mix it with something that's a little bit more hydrating. So I went in with the Giorgio Armani. I also took the Auric Citrine Glow Lust and I applied it all over my face before going into my foundation. Love this stuff. So today we're just gonna play. I'm gonna take my paint pot in Laying Low and I'm just going to use this all over my lid. Guys, time is flying. I am 34 weeks pregnant because by the time this goes up, it'll probably be past that. I don't really have a ton of new makeup to play with, and to be honest with you guys, I really haven't been buying a lot of product or things that I don't need. And truth be told, the reason is I just really haven't seen anything that's wowed me. I'm going to be using my Patrick Ta eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to start off by taking this shade here and then using that in my crease. I haven't really been wowed by anything. Something that I'm kind of up in the fence about getting is the Anastasia Bronzer highlighter and blush. But I feel like I have so much already that I'm like, I don't know that it's really anything that I'm intrigued enough to buy. I did see that Pat McGrath is coming out with a new Mothership palette. I'm a little winded. My baby makes me winded. And it looks pretty, but I'm like, another pink palette? Like, I thought we were moving past this. The palette is really pretty. I think the colors are pretty. Some of those multi-chrome shadows are beautiful, and that's really why I'm like, I want to get it. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, I'm gonna wait for a sale, get it when it's on sale, and then not really have to worry about feeling guilty about spending that much money on a palette. I think I'm gonna wait. We'll see though, because you know, sometimes I just have moments of weakness and I cave. But I really do feel like it's not anything that we really haven't seen. Again, the multi-chrome shadows look beautiful, and that's what is really making this hard for me. But other than that, all the other shades we have in the other palettes that she's released. I'm going to take this shade here. I'm just using this to basically blend the edges of the first shade. And then to be honest with you guys, the reason why I'm using this palette is I leave it out on my vanity to force me to use it. And I hate to say it, the quality is great. And I feel like if you don't have a ton of neutral warm shadows, you're going to love this. But I find that if I go in with this shade first and then something like this, the colors look muddy. I'm being really honest with you guys. I feel like the colors look really muddy and I end up not liking the look which is why I've started to use this shade first and then go in with something like that. But I don't know, I'm just not really super impressed with this palette, and I'm just like, I think at this point I've used it enough to have a solid opinion. I'm gonna go back into that first shade, and I'm just not, I don't think it's anything that you need to rush and buy if you are somebody that has, again, warm neutral shadows. I find myself looking at this palette and comparing it to Biba by Natasha Denona, and I feel like if you're wanting to get a neutral warm palette, that should be the palette that you buy. I'm just, with this one, I'm like, it's all right. It's pretty, but like the toppers, like even this shade here, you guys can see that it's already, it has oil for me trying to make it work. And it's just all right. Initially, I really liked it, but after using it for a while, I'm like, there's only so much that you can do. I'm gonna go in with the darker shade here and then press that into the outer corner. The thing is, like, the colors are so vibrant and rich. I like it. I'm just not wowed by it. But when I use it, I'm like, yeah, it's pretty. Like, look at how chocolatey this shade is. I'm going to take the darkest shade and just focus that on the outer corner. Yeah, that's pretty. Again, it's not that I don't like the looks, with the exception of the two colors that give me that muddy finish. I like the palette. It's just not anything I'd write home about. I need to clean my makeup room again. I cleaned it. It was good. But I've been working so much. I've had a lot of work this summer. And I'm really happy about it. But it means that my room is always in chaos because I'm constantly like sorting through things. Alright guys, so this is what we have so far. I'm going to take this shade here, which is a really pretty camel shade, and it has a slight sparkle to it. And I'm just going to place this in the center of the eye and then blend it into the dark brown shade. And then going in with the brown brush and just making sure that everything's nice and blended. I'm a little reluctant to use, everything just keeps falling, to use one of the shimmer shades just because I'm like, they're all right. I'm going to take this bottom shade. Again, it's a satin finish. It has a little bit of sparkle, but it's not anything that's like really intense. I just want something to kind of brighten this inner part up, and then blending with the black brush. I'm also going to take that light satin shade and then pop that under the brow. I really like this inner corner and that color I just used under my brow. I think it's really pretty and it just brightens without being, you know, too much. Okay, so something I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these cream shadows, and you can use these as liner. I'm going to take the darker shade, this bottom here, and I'm going to use a MAC 210, which, if you know, it's my favorite. And I'm just going to use this to line my eyes. And as you guys can tell, it's a very subtle brown. It isn't going to add like a ton of color or dimension, but it's just a little extra definition. I'm going to use my Makeup by Mario bronzing stick, and the shade I have is medium dark. That product I've really been enjoying, and I like to use my Patrick Ta brush with this product. I like it better than the brush that comes with the Mario packaging because I feel like it's really dense, and this has a nice balance of density and softness. And then I just like to blend it with my foundation brush just to really get a very soft finish. So I lied, I do have some new items that I have not used or shown you guys. So we are just going to jump in and use some of them. So I picked up some items from Danessa Myricks and some items from MAC. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is this new MAC Magic Extension Mascara. It's what I have on now. And let me tell you guys, I really like it. I think it does a really beautiful job of giving you length, some volume, not a ton, but it does. It's a great everyday mascara that doesn't flake, it doesn't smudge, and I have to say I'm really impressed with it. So the Danessa Myricks products that I want to show you guys today are these two Vision Flush Lip, Cheek, and Eye colors. I picked out two shades, which, I mean, it's not going to surprise you. They're orange. One's more of a red orange and the other one is more of an orange. So I have Sunset, which is more of your red orange, and then Sweet Nectar, which is more of your true orange. And I'm going to use Sweet Nectar. I've used Sunset before, and I'm just going to try something new. So I'm going to use my foundation brush for this, and a little bit goes a long way, guys. If you are not familiar with Danessa Myricks, she is definitely a brand that offers high quality, very pigmented items, very natural looking products, and she doesn't play. So a little bit goes a long way. I would say start off very lightly and then work your way up to your desired level of pigmentation, because if you go ham, it's harder to fix. And I have figured that I like using my foundation brush because it does help with making it look more natural. This is actually a beautiful color. Sunset was really pretty too, but it was bold. Maybe tomorrow I'll do like an orange look and use it. I haven't tried these on the eyes. I've only used them on my cheeks. But I do have to film, oops, a little haul for you guys because, like I said, I picked up some new Danessa Myricks items. Look at how pretty that is. Part of me wants to go orange. Okay, since I'm thinking about doing an all orange look, I'm going to keep this pretty classic. And I recently purchased some of the new Bite Beauty lipsticks. For someone who says, I really haven't been buying stuff. This is Hot Tomato. So I used Harissa. And it's, if you want to see what Harissa looks like, which is a beautiful like pumpkin orange, it's on my Instagram, but I think I'm going to go red. So I've been using the medium 3 by Pat McGrath, which is the darker shade. Since I am tan, this actually works beautifully, and I think I've said it before, but I'm really happy that I actually got this. It was sent to me on accident. I had asked for 2, which is what I wear, and it works out fine even with my tan, but I like how this shade just adds warmth to my complexion and just really ties my makeup in with the rest of my body. All right, guys, so here is the final look. And as you saw, I didn't add any powder to my cheeks because I do quite enjoy the glow that the Danessa Myricks product leaves behind. However, if you are an oily skin type, you are going to find that this needs to be set, so you're going to have to layer a powder on top of it. If you are normal to dry, you're going to really enjoy it if you like that like dewy look, which I have been enjoying because I told you guys I'm dry right now. The other thing I wanted to note is I have started to use Anastasia's Dip Brow Gel in Chocolate. And I have to say that I really like the way that my eyebrows look. I feel like they don't look as dark or as heavy. And while my hair is pretty dark, I do find that using a shade that's a little bit warmer and lighter does work better with my skin tone and my hair. That's all I have for you guys today. Hopefully I can get myself to film a look tomorrow. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment down below letting me know what your thoughts are on the products I use. If you bought the Patrick Ta palette, what do you think about it? I'd like to hear your perspective on this pretty palette. Thank you guys so much, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.